Have you been watching these IRS hearings on the House floor? Darrell Issa, the committee chairman, been inviting these people in to give their testimony, which, by the way, is the reason I'm doing this video. He's asking the wrong people. I mean, we had Lois Lerner. She's pleaded the fifth, so we get no information from her. We had that Schulman guy who's the past IRS commissioner. We know he went to the White House a zillion times. Who cares? Doesn't mean a thing. And then other people who don't know anything and who don't do anything, which is a big part of government, I realize. But we need some answers on this IRS scandal. So here's my suggestion of who Darrell Issa should call. It's Dr. Spock from the IRS movie of Star Trek. You've surely seen that video, and, you know, wouldn't you love to know what that was about? But the guy that played Spock, he had that dopey wig with the ears. I mean, just terrible. But I would love for him to stand before this committee and before us as the American people, answer some questions like this. Mr. IRS employee, what is your salary? Because you know what, I'm sure it's six figures, maybe more, or at least around that. And then I want him to answer questions like, do you realize who butters your bread? Do you know where that money comes from? It comes from the teenager that works at McDonald's because taxes are taken out of his little paycheck. It comes from fathers and mothers who are working their fingers to the bone just to provide enough money to put food on the tables for their families, roofs over their head. Money is being taken to them and given to the government in the form of taxes, and that's what pays your salary. I'm curious if you're aware of that. And then I'm also wondering, was there a hint of guilt or just a little remorse as you were wasting so much of taxpayers' monies to film this ridiculous Star Trek thing, as well as the convention that you were attending? Did it just enter your mind that that may not be the best way to spend the Americans' hard-earned money? Now, I realize it would be kind of embarrassing for the guy, but they need to be embarrassed. They need to understand that they are our servants. They are not our lords. They're not entitled to this. They have a job to do. And you know what? There's probably no crimes been committed. No laws have been broken. It's just a sacred trust that the American people give a government employee to do the best they can to make those dollars go as far as they can. Well, this is not it. And it betrays that trust. It dishonors those of us who are hardworking, tax-paying people. And that's what I want all government employees to realize. And lastly, you know me, I've always been against big government. This is one of the main reasons why. The bigger it gets, not only do they not have any limitations or boundaries as to how much money is spent, they don't even care how much is wasted. That's why we need to keep it small, keep it accountable, and we won't have these ridiculous Dr. Spock characters that we have to pay for.